The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hey, everyone. Jamie here from the Viddyoze team, and welcome to this session today. So, first up, guys, just letting everybody join on here. We're almost maxed out on this webinar. We should max out any moment now. Just while everybody's still joining this webinar, I just want to say welcome to everybody. I know lots of you guys turned up early to this to make sure you didn't miss a seat. How is everyone today? Let me know where you are in the world. Let me know what you're up to right now. Let me know. You can hear me, you can see my screen, all of that cool stuff, and we'll get kicking off here, guys. Okay, so we've got people in from Canada, Toronto, Vegas, Seattle, Portugal. We've got Derek in from Scotland, Boston, Atlanta, Germany. Another one from Atlanta there. Kevin in Maidenhead. So we've got some UK people in the house today. Texas, David. Hey, David. Stephen from Michigan. We've got Chicago, Ontario, Minnesota, California there, Chelmsford, Sunderland in the UK as well. Carol, hey. So, I mean, it's anybody from Australia. I'm pretty sure. Oh, South Africa there, Ian. Anyone from Australia, though? I think I've just seen just there. Philip in from Ghana, awesome. Neil in from Thailand. So we've got people from all over the world here, guys, which is exciting. There we go. Peter is he's live with us now from Perth. Obviously, different time zones everywhere, guys. I really appreciate that and appreciate that you have joined me live on this session today. Now, obviously, we've got an exciting thing happening. This is something we've been working on for must have been the best part of the past 6 to 12 months. I did talk a little bit about this at the beginning of the year. If you're a Viddyoze user, and I know we've got a ton of people on this session now as well that may not be Viddyoze users, may not know much about who we are and what we do. But for anybody that is a Viddyoze user, you will have known at the beginning of the year, I did talk about this exciting course and project we've been working on called Fade to Black. And it's time now to essentially release this to the world. Now, this, guys, Fade to Black is the video training course to end all others. It's a massive statement, but we genuinely believe that here. We've created it with you guys in mind, everybody that we interact with and have done over the past few years, all of the things that you may want to learn, we've tried to put into this particular course. Now, if you're wanting to learn how to create incredible video for your business, or maybe for clients, you want to improve what you're currently doing, then I can tell you right now, Fade to Black is going to be for you. If you've never created a single video before properly, you've never shot a real frame of video, for example, and maybe have no idea where to start, I can tell you that Fade to Black is also for you. And if you're ready to go from absolute beginner to advanced videographer, or at least pull together the skills to create some incredible looking video for whatever purpose, it doesn't matter what you do, you need to be creating video around what you do. And ultimately, you want to learn how to do this stuff over the shoulder from arguably one of the best in the business. Well, Fade to Black is about to change absolutely everything for you. Now, on this session today, our official pre-launch webinar, I've got a ton of stuff to show you, a ton of stuff to talk to you about. As you may or may not know right now, Fade to Black is launching today in around 40 minutes time. If you're on here live with me at 11 a.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. here in GMT, whatever time it'll be around where you are now. 40 minutes from now, we are opening the doors to this course for the first time. We're excited. We hope you guys are. But the purpose of this particular session isn't to just tell you, hey, we're launching in 40 minutes. The whole purpose is to take you inside this course now. We want to show you, and I'm going to show you on here inside of Fade to Black. I'm going to show you some of the things you're going to learn within this course. I'm going to talk about how much the course is going to cost. So you're going to be fully aware of that before this actually goes live. We're actually going to go live on this session today, guys. So you're going to be with it. Well, you're going to be first in, which is incredible. We're going to look at all the modules, all of the stuff you're going to learn. We're also going to be looking at two other things as well, which is all part of this exciting launch. One thing called Fade to Black Light Speed, and also one thing called Viddyoze Black Edition. Both of these things are part of this launch today, and I'm going to be talking about those two things on this session as well. And as I mentioned, we are going to launch live. So again, in around 38, 39 minutes now, it's going to go live, and we're going to make sure you guys first in, but you're fully up to speed and you're fully kind of educated on what this is and why you need to go and grab this as soon as it goes live. Now, the exciting part about all of this, guys, is we have a launch for a reason. We are launching today with some incredible launch discounts. I am going to talk about that on this session today. So as far as this particular project goes, as far as all of the stuff you're going to be able to grab, this is the best day to grab this stuff, which is, again, guys, why you're hopefully on here live with me. So let's jump in. Now, it's important to kind of start with why Fade to Black. What is Fade to Black? Why did we create this? And why is this so important? Well, for anybody that doesn't know, and for those that do, I'm co-founder in Viddyoze. And Viddyoze is the animation creation platform that we launched back in 2015. I'm co-founder along with David Chamberlain and also Joey Soto. And Joey Soto is the brains and the guy behind Fade to Black as part of Viddyoze. And again, I'll talk about that in just a second. But again, we have a video platform, a video animation platform. It's been wildly successful over the past 4 years. It is now just over. We've grown to over 100,000 users. We've done millions of dollars in sales, and we continue to grow that platform over and over again. And we've been serving we've served millions and millions of animations to our user base. Now, we've also launched as well Clipio, which launched last year, which is a software video editor. And we've got something brand new coming on that front this year, later this year. But it's important to kind of explain why Fade to Black has come out of these two. Now, we obviously speak to and interact with video creators across the world every single day as part of these platforms. We release tons of training. We speak to video creators that are brand new, have never created a single video in their lives, and have found something like Viddyoze to help them create some initial video clips and animations for their social. But we also interact with video heavyweights, if you will, out there that use some of our platforms to improve on what they're already creating. So they might create their own video already, and they'll use things like Viddyoze animations to again, create bigger and better looking video. Now, because we interact with all of these people, we also get to know where people struggle. We get to see, we get to see videos all the time in our Facebook groups and via support, where people are looking for pointers on certain things, where people are struggling to edit video. I mean, every time we release a video here at Viddyoze, we get tons of questions on things like, what music did we use? How did we do certain effects in the video? How's the video edited? What editors do we recommend? All of this stuff. Essentially, tons and tons of questions about creating video, because at the end of the day, Viddyoze and Clipio, in these two examples, and you can essentially put any other video creation software in place of these two, are just pieces of software that create certain things. They don't create anything. As far as if you wanted to go and create a big Hollywood looking promotional style video, you're probably going to need editing skills. You're going to need to shoot video yourself. All of this stuff is the things we see, and this is the missing part. Software is cool, but if you really want to go out there and create some meaningful content and actually build out upon stuff that you can create in software, you need to be able to create video as a skill. Now, that is where Fade to Black came in. We looked at that and thought, well, we have a video heavyweight in our business. Joey is the man behind the camera. He's the man that creates all of the video content that you see. He watches over that stuff. We have, other editors that help us with things, but Joey pretty much has that creative direction, and he's been creating video essentially for the past couple of decades. So has tons and tons of experience on what to do, how to do things right. So we've decided to basically zip all of that experience up into one giant course that absolutely anyone can follow along with. And that, again, has birthed Fade to Black. So Fade to Black is essentially the blueprint to creating multi-million-dollar videos. And it's completely taught by Joey himself. So all of the videos that, if you're a Viddyoze user, if you've seen any of our content, for example, guys, on the run up to Fade to Black, you may have watched that documentary that we released, kind of like a pre-launch, incredible piece of videography. And that was created again with Joey. Joey created that with an editor we have in the business as well. And it oversaw that entire project. And there's a ton of work. I mean, that documentary alone, I think, has taken several months to actually pull together. Incredible. And all of that is because Joey knows what he's doing, and he's picked up all of this experience along the past 2 decades. That, you know, even though you watch the video and it looks effortless and it looks incredible, there's a ton of stuff that go into that. And that's what Fade to Black is essentially all about. So it's an entire video training course and portal on how to create incredible looking video. The biggest thing about this particular portal, I'm going to dive in there in a second, guys, and go through some of the things you're going to be able to learn. The biggest thing about it is it's been created for those that have never even thought about shooting a single frame of footage, think that that's something you can't do, have no idea where to start. But it's also going to be really helpful to those that already have a handle on shooting video and putting things together, because there's going to be tips and tricks that you won't have even thought about inside this course that can help you. So that's where Fade to Black basically has come from, and what we've been building out. So let me, without further ado, jump straight into our course here and kind of show you how we've actually laid this out and why it's been laid out in this way. So Fade to Black, as you can see here, is a membership again site, a full membership training course that has absolutely everything you need to create incredible video content for whatever purpose, whether you're creating promotional style videos for your own business, for your clients, whether you're creating tutorials, screen capture, whatever it might be. We have it within this particular training course, and we have lessons to help you. Now, the one thing that I absolutely love about this course personally is the way that we've broken this down is into bite-sized chunks. So you're not going to find a video in here that's 25 minutes long, or a webinar replay in here that's 2 hours long, because that's quite hard to consume. If you really want to learn this stuff and learn everything there is to know about shooting, creating great video for your business, then doing that in bite-sized, step-by-step chunks is the way to do that. And that's what we've done with this particular course. Now, we've split this into different categories and modules based off of the things that are important to know first, and it is from start to finish. So if I talk about the very first category here, where we have kind of an intro to the course, but also probably one of the biggest foundational elements of creating any type of video, it's scripting. Now, most people do not do this properly, and most people actually don't do this at all. They just start to pull things together randomly. Every single video that you see that we create here at Viddyoze, for whatever purpose, and it isn't just about sales videos and videos you see from us that we release to you about videos, we're talking other types of video as well. There's lessons in here where we've created video for other businesses. So it isn't just about, hey, here's a video we created for Viddyoze. You're also going to see techniques of how we created video, or how Joey's created video for other businesses, which is really important. But scripting becomes, or is for us, and should be for you, the most important part of any video. If you get the scripting part right and you structure your videos out properly, you are gonna make winning video content. It's much easier to do when you have a script to follow. So we've basically broke this down again. We've not put this into a 1-2 hour long webinar that is really hard to consume. It starts from introductions, looking at avatars, looking at what we call the money video. Then we talk about hooks, story, offer, call to actions, and how you can use all of these different elements to build out scripts for any type of video you can think of. So when it comes to your business now, watching this webinar, guys, and you think, right, I need to create a video, and you don't really know where to start, this is going to show you how you can come up with a starting point every single time to create video. Absolutely invaluable. Now, there is different types of video. There's obviously things like YouTube videos as well, which are totally different from the types of video you'll create and script out at the beginning. So we've got elements on YouTube as well. So it isn't just about, hey, you're going to use this formula on every single video. The formula works on most videos, but any that it doesn't, such as YouTube content, we've got other formulas you can work off here as well. We've also got some don'ts as well. So things that most people will do that you shouldn't do. And again, from our experience, we've put that into video format so you don't fall off on those mistakes as well. So the very first module here, guys, before we get into, and you can see here, there's tons of videos just on scripting alone, is probably one of the most important, because once you've got that down, you're going to be able to create video for any type of business, any type of content, any of this stuff, which is really, really, really important. So once we've got the scripting down, we then move on to the art of video. Now, before you even pick up the camera again, we want to figure out how to shoot real content. If I handed you a camera right now watching this video and said, right, I want you to go and film, I want you to film me now while I'm on this webinar. Then, the first thing you're going to do is pick it up, put it in my face and press the red button and record. And that's not how to do things. There's certain ways you can frame video, for example, and certain things you need to understand to make video look amazing. And that's what we cover in the art of video section. So again, we've got introductions, but we've then got in-depth information on things like the rule of thirds, depth of field, what all that means, camera angles and how to use different camera angles correctly, depending on the type of video you're creating. Because again, if you're creating a documentary style video or you're creating a promotional style video for your business, those two videos are going to be totally different. They're going to be shot differently. The frames that you're going to shoot are going to be different. How you set things up are different. The camera angles are going to be different. So again, that's really, really important to understand. And we show you this stuff in here and how we do things, or how Joey does things. We've also got a section, or should I say a training video on tripods as well, when and when not to use these, and also on zooming as well, and essentially how you can get this wrong, but how you can get this absolutely perfect. Now, again, guys, one of the best things about this course, and again, one of the questions I can see in the chat box a few times already is, what type of camera do you need to be able to shoot this stuff? Well, the answer is, you can do all of this stuff pretty much with your smartphone, and that's the exciting part. All of these lessons are not focused on using one particular, one particular piece of camera equipment. All of these lessons can be essentially associated and used with any type of camera. It doesn't matter whether it's a DSLR, a 20 grand camera, or you've got yourself a smartphone in your pocket. You're going to be able to use these lessons because they all work. All of these lessons will work on any type of camera there, which is really important. So if you're asking that question, you can grab fade to black and you can be shooting incredible video content using just your smartphone if you want to. So again, we've got all the stuff on understanding zooming, camera angles, all that stuff. Because again, before you shoot the actual video, you've got to understand what angles you are going to take. If you just go random on it, it just comes off random and the video content doesn't look as good as it would have done if you actually plan this stuff out. We help you plan this stuff out and look at this in a different way. We've then got the subcategory here on understanding your camera as well. So different settings on your camera, automatic and manual. Manual, we've got color profiles, we've got the zebra pattern, focus peaking. All of these things may sound really complex right now to many of you watching this, but are really, really important when shooting and shooting any sort of video footage. And again, as you work through this course and get to this section, all of these are going to make absolute perfect sense. And when you hit the page shortly when we go live, one of the things that on the page that's on the sales page that I read earlier, which is really important, is when Joey picked up his first camera and he started to shoot his first little things, all of these things like that, all of these different settings on the camera, Joey had to pick up as he went along. So things he would get wrong first time around. He maybe, had shot footage a few times and he always had some element within the footage that just wasn't quite right. And it would have been a setting that was wrong, but Joey learned that by trial and error. With fade to black, you don't have to go through that trial and error because it's in here. You can learn this before you make that mistake and click record. So that's really, really important. So already, as you can see here, we're barely into this course and we've barely even picked up our camera, and there is an absolute ton of knowledge that you can soak in for all of the different types of video content that you want to shoot for your business, or of course your clients as well. We then move down to the create section, and this is looking at different types of things. So what makes a good video? Picking your path when creating videos, pros and cons, overcoming fears. And this is all about getting on camera as well. So when you think about video, there's two types of video you can create. You can be sat in front of camera, you can be on camera, or there can be video where there's nobody on camera at all. You might be shooting an e-commerce product, or you might be putting together stock footage in a certain way to sell a specific product, or promote something newsworthy, or whatever it might be. So there is different elements and different ways to shoot things and different things to think about depending on how your video is going to look. Are you going to be on camera, or is it all going to be you off camera? Now, if you've never been on camera before and you're worried you're not going to be able to do that, we have got video on how you overcome that fear, but also as well tips on how to look incredible on camera, how to deliver things properly. And again, this has come from years and years of experience to help you improve in what you're doing. And then we've got the two subcategories here. So we've got off-camera video creation, where we look at all the different types of video creation you can do and some of the really quick things you can do, some of the incredible things you can do without actually having to get on camera. We've got training on editing voiceovers, things like that. We've got training on how to create PowerPoint presentation style videos properly, screen capture videos, and then of course editing all of this stuff together as well. So if you're creating things like sales videos maybe, or anything where you're not going to be on camera but it's a voiceover, we have full training on how to structure and execute and then again edit that video entirely. And we've then got a section on camera video creation as well, so the workflow that goes into that, equipment, choosing things like what camera, if you're doing on camera stuff, what type of audio, how to do that properly, lighting, how to set up your lighting correctly, and other useful equipment, storyboarding, shooting conditions, everything down to how lighting should be before you even hit record. And there's so many different things that I've learned from Joey that I just didn't think were an actual thing until you start seeing it in action and then seeing the final product and seeing, wow, well, that would have made a huge difference if we did it differently and we didn't think about that. Shooting your content, framing your shots, the ABC rule. And then we've also got training on shooting B-roll footage as well. So if you ever watch any videos with us guys on, for example, it isn't just entirely us on camera. There'll be B-roll stuff that comes into shot. There'll be random footage in there. There is a rhyme to that reason as well. And there's reasons we do that. And you're going to learn all about that inside of Fade to Black. Then we've got the section on editing as well, which I know many of you guys are asking about in the chat as well, because this is useful for any type of video. If you're piecing video animations together, if you're shooting your own footage, if you're using different softwares and you're putting things together in an editor, well, this section is going to turn you into an editing boss. Now, the way that Joey's kind of set this out is he talks about the editor itself, talks about the workflow, talks about different editors you can use. He creates all of his tutorials in one editor, the main one he would use, but everything he teaches in here can be taken across to other editors. It doesn't matter what you're using. The same rules will generally apply. And we go from literally the starting point of importing your footage, how to do that properly, fixing your main shot, cropping, what he has, he likes to call the crop trick, the carry effect. This is where you can create cinematic transitions in your video content. It makes your videos look a lot slicker. We've got fixes in here as well, which is really important, because when you shoot content, you're going to get things that don't look quite right, or maybe the audio is slightly off, or whatever it might be. And again, that's part and parcel of editing video. So Joey basically teaches you how to do and fix these things when editing, separating tracks, nesting. Then we've got a section on music, so adding music, favorite sources to find music, but then how to bring that into your video content properly, how to cut footage to music and all of that. We've got automation tricks in there, equalizer tricks, voice audio correction. So again, if your voiceover is a little bit off, or it just needs correcting, we've got full tutorials on that. Organizing footage, adding B-roll and how that works, how to best do that. Again, cutting to music, as I mentioned, musical sequences, color grading, using LUTs as well. Again, if this is sounding a little complex, don't worry. When you get to this point, you'll know exactly what that is. adding text. We've got dancing text effects in here as well. So some of the videos you've seen of ours where you'll see text dancing on screen and think, wow, that looks incredible. How did you do the text like that? Well, there is a tutorial in here from Joey himself showing you how to do it. Graphics workspace. We've also got a section on adding videos, animations as well. So if you're a Viddyoze user, this is perfect. Transitions and fades, and then exporting as well. I mean, I'm almost out of breath just from this section alone. An incredible amount of training just on editing your video. And then finally, we have the optimization section, which talks about optimizing your video once you've exported it, talks about uploading it properly, and also goes into a bit on video thumbnails as well if you're going to be uploading your video to things like YouTube and Facebook. And again, it goes without saying, the amount of content inside of this course is incredible. I've skimmed over it as quickly as I possibly can really there because we're so close to coming up to launch, but that really does give you a good idea of all of the different things you can learn in here. And if you struggle with scripting, we've got it. If you struggle with understanding how to use cameras properly and the settings on a camera, the settings on even smartphone apps these days take a lot from what you find on cameras. So again, what Joey teaches with cameras, you can take into some of your smartphone settings as well. And we've also got mammoth section on editing properly, so you can make your videos look as slick as you see our videos. All of that knowledge that Joey's kind of pulled together over the past 20 years is essentially here right now for you guys to see in Fade to Black. Now, that is the Fade to Black course. That is going to be launching in around 18 minutes time right now. And I'm going to talk about how much this is going to cost because there's a ton of people in the chat saying, well, how much is this? Incredible. But is this going to cost an absolute arm and a leg? Well, the answer to that is a big resounding no. You're going to be able to grab Fade to Black, everything I've just shown you there, the entire course for just $47. And that's what I mean. That's why at the beginning of this particular webinar, I said, look, we're going to do something incredible for launch. We're going to do some incredible launch discounts. That's what we've done with Fade to Black. And you're going to be able to grab that entire course for a one-time fee of just $47, which is incredible. Now, I have a few more things to talk about here, guys. So I'm just going to quickly look. Jazz, what? Wow, only $47. Wow, from Russ. Yeah, you're going to get everything I've just shown you guys for $47. But I do want to warn you, this is a launch, exclusive launch discount. You won't be able to get it again like this. We should be charging upwards of $1,000 for this. We know, but this is accessible to anyone and everybody that is interested in creating better video, understanding how to edit video properly in any format. It doesn't matter what type of video content you're creating. This is going to be an absolute no-brainer, and we've hopefully made this a no-brainer for all of you guys. Yeah, an insane deal, Wallace, of course. Now, there's a few people asking a few questions about upsells, okay? And that is going to lead me on to the next section. But before I do, guys, I do want to say Fade to Black as a standalone course, everything you need to know, everything I've just shown you right now on this session up until this point, you can get for $47 lifetime access, okay? One-time price. This isn't a yearly price. This isn't monthly. We will be doing that moving forward after launch, but this is your opportunity to get all of that at this one price, okay? All of that, nothing taken away. Now, what I want to move on to now, guys, is something we're doing a little bit different. And that's what I like to call the Fade to Black Light Speed Edition. Now, what this is essentially, this is something actually brand new. And I don't believe, or we don't believe, this type of thing has ever been done before, okay? But it's basically 100% learning by doing. Okay, so the Fade to Black course is what you've just seen there. And to get the most out of that course, pick that up, $47, it's yours. You need to go through all of the training and you need to start shooting your own stuff. Okay, you need to get out there. You need to start shooting stuff with your smartphone, whether it's, you know, taking the kids to the park and you want to create a cool home video of your kids at the park and take that footage back, chop it all up to some cool music. I mean, I've created a ton of videos like that. I did one just at Christmas. And again, me and my family love watching them back. You know, that is even the easiest starting point, but you've got to take action on this stuff. And again, sometimes that can be a little bit hard. It can be a little bit overwhelming. But again, to get the most out of training like this, you have to be putting it to practice. Okay. You can't just watch a video and think that's a cool idea. I love that. And not actually use it. You've got to start putting it into practice. And that's what our Lightspeed edition basically is. So what we've done, or what Joey's doing, is over the next few weeks, he's going to create 4 different Lightspeed projects as we know them. And one of them's already done, so you're going to get access to one immediately if you decide to pick up our Lightspeed edition. But basically, these projects are Joey is going to be creating a video project from scratch. He's going to show you, and they're all going to be around different things. This isn't, like a sales video or whatever. In fact, one of the first videos the first project which is available now, I'm going to talk about in a second what that is. But he's going to basically walk you through the entire creation of that project. Okay. And not only is he going to walk you through the entire creation of the project, you're also going to get all the actual files, all the source files, all of the music that's used in the project, any footage that's used in the project. You're also going to get that as well, so that you can basically follow along. And he's going to be using a lot of the different tips and tricks that you can learn in the Fade to Black course. So the Fade to Black course that you can pick up for $47, he's going to use some of the tips and tricks in that to actually build out 4 different, what we like to call Lightspeed projects. So video projects that you can follow along with. So you're essentially learning by doing. And again, we don't think this has been done anywhere before, but it's going to be the ultimate way of learning how to be a video editor and how to pull these things together using all the tips and tricks from Fade to Black. If you don't have your own footage and you can't think of your own ideas to go out and put this to action straight away, you can actually just copy the projects that Joe is creating as he's creating them. So you're actually learning the techniques as you're doing them, which I think is absolutely genius. Now, this is a full editing walkthrough. So again, you're going to see where Joey starts with a blank canvas. Right, we're going to create this particular project today. Let's start. And you're going to see how he then goes through getting all of the clips together, how to stitch them together properly, using all of the tips and tricks within the Fade to Black course. We then look at personal clip settings. So you get to see some of the personal clip settings that Joey uses for certain types of footage. Again, it goes a little bit more in depth on that, so that you can, again, take that and test that on your real world projects. Grading settings. So we have got training on how to color grade within the Fade to Black course. But if you really want to dig into all the ins and outs of actually grading different types of footage in different scenarios and different projects, which again, using what you can learn in Fade to Black, you can do yourself by taking action. Well, you can actually just get a shortcut to actually testing this stuff out by following along these different types of projects, which are going to require different types of grading. So you're going to get to see all of those settings and how he works on that. And then lifetime dashboard as well. So all of the resources will live in the dashboard for you to access when you need them. So if you say, for example, you've been through the Fade to Black course, you're now ready to go ahead and try something, you can just pre-download a project, all these files, and start editing them up as you're following Joey along. Okay. And again, we've got 4 different projects that are going to happen over the next few weeks. The first one is available right now. So we've done a stock challenge, or Joey's done a stock challenge where he's basically created a highly engaging, high impact video using just stock footage. So he's gone out there, found free resources. So again, this is available to everyone. And he's basically put together an incredible looking video. Again, you'll see the video when you're part of Lightspeed, if you decide to be part of this version, this edition. And then you can follow along and build that same particular stock challenge, if you will, with him and follow along his tutorial. But it's also then going to give you the skills to go and build out other stock footage videos of your own as well. Which is absolutely ingenious. So this is Fade to Black Lightspeed. Now, as I mentioned, this isn't part of the Fade to Black main course. The main course, as I mentioned before, is $47 one time. You get everything. Lightspeed is an upgrade. Now, we are going to be charging $497 for our Lightspeed projects, which they're going to be for after launch. Okay. But for launch today, once you pick up Fade to Black, you'll then see this opportunity. We're actually going to be just charging $197. So we've wiped off over 50% of that particular cost for this launch only. So if you do want to grab these 4 projects or access to them. Again, there's one there right now. The other 3 are going to be done over the next couple of weeks, one each week, so that you can follow along with a different project each week. Because, of course, there's a ton of stuff in Fade to Black that, again, you can be going through. And then each week we deliver a new project, or Joey delivers a new project that shows you how to create something new. Now, when you hit the Fade to Black Lightspeed sales page after you've picked up the main course, you'll see information on all the different projects that are coming. So we've listed them all in there. The stock footage challenge is the first one, and that's available right now. So you will get instant access to that if you do pick up Fade to Black Lightspeed. But this is an optional upgrade. Again, you can get this at over 50% off by taking this today. I would recommend it based off of what you're going to learn with this. Of course, if you've got Fade to Black, you've got access to all of the training. You can go out and shoot your own footage, and you've got to put it, you've got to put it into action. You've got to be doing this stuff to get good at it. So this is an opportunity for you to do that more easily, because we go out, or Joey goes out, he's already got the resources, gives them to you, you then follow along. But as you're following along, you're learning by actually doing. Okay, it's almost like paint by numbers. If that makes sense. That's what we tried to do with Lightspeed. We think it's a really innovative way of delivering training to actually not just make it easier for you to follow along. But we feel that when you've been through training like this, and again, we've had staff members go through this, and it's had an incredible impact on what they're creating. You're actually doing it. You're doing it yourself. You're getting better at doing it. So this is an absolute steal as well, and it's 100% learning by doing. So that is going to be an option for you guys as well. And the 197 is a one-time fee, so it's not yearly. And after these 4 projects, we may add more projects on in the future, which you would get access to as well, just so you know, guys. So again, if you want to take advantage of this, now would be the time to do it, based off of the actual price saving you're going to get on this with the launch. Now, the third thing I want to talk about is we also have another optional upgrade. We have got what we like to call Viddyoze Black Edition. This is a Fade to Black member exclusive. And what we've basically done is, of course, we are the co-founders of Viddyoze. We have a platform that creates animation. As part of the Fade to Black course and the training, Joey uses Viddyoze animations in that. So what we decided to do was, we've put together a 15 pack of templates that are perfect, handpicked, all brand new to use in the different Fade to Black projects that we're putting together. But also as well, these templates are perfect to use when creating your video content. We use animation in our video content. You should use animation as well. If you're a Viddyoze user already, you have tons of animations to do that. But we've put together an exclusive Fade to Black only pack. For those that pick up Fade to Black, you will have the opportunity to gain access to 15 exclusive Fade to Black style templates that you can use within your projects moving forward. If you're a Viddyoze user, you can pick these up. They'll be added to your Viddyoze account forever. If you're not a Viddyoze user right now, you can buy these 15 templates, and you've got a brand new Viddyoze account with these 15 templates in to use as many times as you want. An unbelievable deal. And again, for anybody that doesn't know what Viddyoze is, Viddyoze basically creates incredible looking animations in a few clicks. We're talking animations like intros, outros, transitions, lower thirds. These are all part of our 15 exclusive templates. And these animations you're going to use as part of your video projects in the future. So you don't have to hire a freelancer to create these for you, or try and figure out something like Adobe After Effects. Viddyoze does it all for you in just a few clicks. So we have what we like to call Viddyoze Black Edition, exclusive Fade to Black templates. You can grab 15 of these for just $47. So if you do want to add these, you can do. If you're a Viddyoze user, if you just use when you go through here and pick up Fade to Black and get to the sales page with our Viddyoze Black Edition, if you use your Viddyoze email, this pack would automatically add to your account. If you're not a Viddyoze user, this is your opportunity to become a Viddyoze user for just $47 and get these 15 incredible templates as part of your Viddyoze license. So you can essentially use these within all of the different Fade to Black style videos that you're going to be creating. Of course, once you go through all of the different training and you're creating video, these are going to come in handy for things like your transitions, intros, outros, and are going to be pretty invaluable. And again, as part of our launch, we're doing this for just $47. It's going to be the only time you can get this. So I recommend that, guys. So there are three different things to be aware of. We've of course got the main Fade to Black course. Every single one of you watching this video, if you're into creating video, if you want to create video, you want to do it better, you want to learn from somebody who has created millions of dollars worth of video content, then the Fade to Black course is a no-brainer, and it will cost $47 in around 5 minutes when we launch. One time, you're going to get access to everything. If you want to add our Lightspeed Projects edition, which is our 4 different projects that Joey is going to create over the shoulder and give you all of the resources that he uses, all of the files, so that you can recreate these projects yourself, which is one of the best ways to learn. We already have one project there ready to go right now, which is our stock footage challenge. You can grab that once you've picked up Fade to Black for $197 one time, and you'll get access to the other projects as they get released over the next week and next couple of weeks. And then we've, of course, got the Fade to Black Videos edition. If you do want to add those 15 exclusive videos templates that are perfect for use within the types of video you're going to create now that you have access to the best video creation course on the planet, then you can add those and you can pick those up for just $47 one time, guys. I think we've really put something incredible together here. I am excited for the launch. I'm excited for what we've got here. We have something for everyone. But I think one of the biggest things for me, especially because I've worked with Joey now for over it must be around 5 years now when we started to create all of the initial content for our Viddyoze launch. I know the type of video that Joey produces. If you've followed us around, you've a Viddyoze user, you've seen some of the video that Joey's produced over the years. It's incredible. If you watch the documentary on the pre-launch to Fade to Black, I mean, that is, again, produced by Joey. It's incredible content that, again, it is produced in that way because Joey knows how to create content in that way. Fade to Black is essentially Joey sitting in a room and basically spilling all of that years and years, I mean, a couple of decades worth of experience out into an easy, digestible course for any of you guys to essentially go out there and pick up. So, and again, learn from, which is the most important thing. The Lightspeed projects is exciting because there isn't anywhere online that you can actually put a project together with somebody as they're doing it and have all of the resources and files with each of those projects. I mean, that in itself is ingenious, and it's probably one of the easiest and quickest ways to learn. And then we've obviously got the Viddyoze Black Edition as well. So if you want to add some really cool animation into it all as well that you can use over and over with the video projects you create with your newfound video creation skills, then it's a perfect time to grab that as well, guys. So all of this is going live in around a minute and a half, and I'm going to start answering some questions on here, guys. I know there's a ton of you guys that are really excited about this. So again, I'm just Joey is totally amazing. So guys, we're going to be firing a buy link, a purchase link into the chat box in around 60 seconds. We are 15:59 right now. We've just turned in literally 50 seconds. This is going to open up. It's going to go live. If you check the chat box, you'll have a direct link to go and grab this. And again, we're excited for you guys to jump in. And again, one thing I will say, guys, is when this goes live in just 1 second, you do want to make sure, once you picked up Fade to Black, make sure you read the Lightspeed and the Viddyoze Black Edition sales pages once you get through to them as well, because it'll educate. Because again, the Lightspeed, I can see a few questions on the projects. They're all listed on that particular page, so you can see what's coming. So, guys, we have officially gone live. So here we go. So I'm going to put the link up on screen now. This is the link you need to go to. It's fade.viddyoze.com/join. This is going to go into the chat box right now. So if you need to click it directly from the chat box, that is in there right now. It's just been posted. If you click on that link, that'll take you straight through to our Fade to Black main sales page, where you can pick up this entire course for just $47. Unbelievable. Please don't break the internet from Jimmy. Awesome. I hope we don't, because again, I want you guys to get in there as soon as possible, guys. Because again, you jump in there right now, you pick this up, you start creating and learning video tonight. And one of the exciting things about this course, and one thing I didn't mention, and again, it's kind of obvious, but because we've split this into categories, maybe you're on this particular webinar right now and you're already a great video script writer. Maybe you're really good at creating, a structure to a video. So you might not need that section right away, and you want to jump straight into, and maybe you've got a video right now that you're really struggling to get the edit right. Well, you can dive straight into the editing section, and you can start going through all of the different videos in there and implementing some of the things that you've got in there. Maybe you are just beginning, you've never created a video before, but you know you need to. Then you're going to want to start at the very beginning and understand scripting and structuring video properly, then understanding things you've got to think about before shooting your content. Then you're going to shoot your content. Then you're going to have a play around with editing. And the way this course has been created is that you can essentially jump into any of the sections in bite-sized chunks really quickly, rather than I just saw a comment there. Wow, that is an awesome sales page. I mean, I love how it's been designed. I love the cartoonized Joey's as well. I think it looks incredible. But yeah, guys, you can jump into any part of this particular course and just start picking stuff up. And then you might not have to create a video for another few weeks, but then in a few weeks' time, there might be a project you want to work on. There might be something you want to put together. Well, you can then just log straight back into Fade to Black and jump into elements of the course that can help you pull that project together. So as far as grabbing this, I mean, it doesn't, I don't care what type of business you are. You have to be looking at video content. You have to be. If you're not, you're going to get left behind. If you're struggling to figure out how to create stuff, script stuff, edit stuff, shoot stuff, if you've never done it before, you don't understand how to do any of this stuff, well, then Fade to Black is an absolute no-brainer. So, guys, I would. What if you are an Oscar, BAFTA, and twice Emmy award-winning VFX artist? Well, you probably know a thing or two about creating video. I would still go and grab it, because one of the things, I think this is a really good point. You can always learn something, and you always learn something off somebody else. So you could put 20 different professional videographers in a room. One of them might have edited the new movie that picked up a ton of Oscars, Parasite. I've not actually seen it, but I've heard some great things about it. So you might have somebody that's edited that, and then you might have somebody that's edited a music video, and then you might have like a rap music video, and then you might have somebody that's edited some tutorials that are engaging, that are 2 hours long. You might have someone that edits for TEDx, whatever. You might have someone that edits documentaries on Netflix. All of those different videographers that edit those different things are going to approach things in a slightly different way. They're going to do things in a different way. They're going to have picked up things along the way, little tricks, little tips, little hacks within their editors that the other editors don't know about. And when you see what another editor is doing, you see, oh, wow, I didn't even think about that. You can then apply that to what you're doing. So yes, you may have picked up an Oscar, BAFTA, Emmy award winning, all of that stuff, which is incredible. But there may be one thing in there that allows you to pick up an Oscar again, or there may be one other thing in there that makes you take your video content up to another level. And that's what I think. I learn from people every single day across everything. Somebody that may not have as much experience in a certain field as I do, and those that have more experience. And I pick up stuff from everybody every single day. So yeah, guys, I'm excited for this stuff. So a few of you guys jumping in on light speed as well. Dean's put it correct there. You only stop learning when you're dead. I mean, it's quite straight to the point, Dean, but I mean, it's true. So what else have we got here? Let me see. Okay. Okay, let me see. Few people just jumping in here. I mean, there's not many questions coming through here. I know we've got Becca and Holly in the chat as well. So I know those guys have obviously responded to a lot of you guys as well. So there's no point me going over those on here. Amazing. So guys, what I'm going to do right now is we're going to get into some questions in a second. But I did say at the start of this session that I'm going to give away some prizes on this session. So here's what I'm going to do. For those that have picked up Fade to Black, in just a moment, don't do it right now. I want you to type something in the chat box. I'm going to tell you what to type. Now, you need to have picked up Fade to Black or this particular prize won't work. But for those that have picked it up, what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to give away three copies of the Fade to Black Lightspeed edition. Okay, so 3 of you guys that have picked up Fade to Black on this session right now, I'm going to gift you our Lightspeed projects, which of course is going to save you $197. And if you've picked up Lightspeed already, it doesn't matter. You can still be in a chance with winning this. If you happen to win, we will refund your Lightspeed payment. But you've got to have picked up the $47 Fade to Black. So the first one I'm going to give away, guys, I'm going to do this at random. I want you to type FTB into the chat box right now and I'll pick somebody at random. If you picked it up, here we go. Okay, first person is Thomas Anderson. The first person I looked at there. Thomas Anderson, you have won yourself a Fade to Black Lightspeed edition with your Fade to Black purchase. Well done. All you need to do, Thomas, is if you email our support at viddyoze.com, let them know it's Thomas Anderson, show them your Fade to Black receipt, and they will add Fade to Black Lightspeed to your account. Becca or Holly may grab you on this session again. Okay, guys, okay. We're going to play another one here. This time I want you to type lights into the chat box now. Lights, guys, into the chat box, and I'll pick someone at random. Here we go. Okay, next winner is Dennis Meline, I think it is. Dennis Meline. I hope I've pronounced your name correctly. Mellein. Dennis, congratulations. You've also won yourself a Lightspeed edition upgrade free of charge. Again, just email support at viddyoze.com with your Fade to Black purchase receipt. Let them know you won the Lightspeed on the webinar. They'll be told about that. And they'll add that to your account. Becca or Holly may pick you up in the chat. That's Dennis Meline. Okay, we're going to go with one more here, guys. Okay, for this one, I want you to type into the chat box, I'm in. I'm in into the chat box. I'm going to pick out one more winner. Here we go. In fact, let me pick out 2 winners this time. So first winner is, and I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly as well, Heike Ziegler. Ziegler. You've won yourself a copy of Lightspeed. Follow the instructions I just give. And the next one is Kim Armstrong. Kim Armstrong, you've also won yourself a Lightspeed copy as well. So 4 winners. I've called your names on here. Please email support at viddyoze.com with your Fade to Black receipt. Let them know you won your Lightspeed edition via this webinar. If you've already picked Lightspeed up, if any of you 4 have, let them know. We will fully refund that purchase because that's a gift from us. Awesome. So, guys, any questions on any of this whatsoever? I'm here to answer your questions. So, guys, if you have any questions, let me know. How do I get to the templates? OTO. Once you've picked up the Fade to Black membership or you've picked up that course, Neville, you'll then go through to the Lightspeed page. If the Lightspeed page isn't for you, there'll be a link at the bottom that will allow you to say no thanks, and then you will hit the templates, the Viddyoze Black Edition page. If you pick up Lightspeed, you'll then hit the page after that. If you happen to sometimes fall out of that particular sales funnel and you can't find that page, just email support at viddyoze.com, Neville, and we'll be happy to send you a direct link to that. And that goes for anyone else as well. Will there be a replay today? Yes, there will. We'll hopefully have that replay out this evening for all of you guys. Let me see. I need to know the link for Lightspeed. If Becca, Holly in the chat, if you can send, if you can put that privately to Ahmed, he's just looking for a link to Lightspeed. I'm assuming you got the Fade to Black course. Remember, guys, for Lightspeed to work, you need to be a Fade to Black license holder. So once you picked up your Fade to Black purchase and you've picked that up, you will see Lightspeed after it. Again, guys, just so you know, if anybody needs the link to Fade to Black, just check in the chat box right now. You should see it. Fade.viddyoze.com. And again, it's on my screen, fade.viddyoze.com/join. Okay. Dale, I overslept. How long is the front end launch price? That price is going to be valid, guys, for I believe 24 hours, but maybe sooner. Again, that's at our discretion. But again, it's not. This is not going to be available at this price for the entire launch. I can tell you that. Okay, guys. Okay. If anyone has any issues with payments, registering, getting access because you've purchased, if you can email support@viddyoze.com. I can't help you on here, of course, because I can't look into your account. We've got a full support team, which is pretty much 24 hours right now, that can help you with that. One thing I would say is please let our support team know of your purchase receipt. So make sure you attach that when you email our support, because if you don't, the first question they'll have is, could you send your purchase receipt? So it will delay how quickly you can gain access if you've got issues. So just be aware of that, guys. Okay. Is this a one-time payment? Yes, Edward. Every single product within this sales funnel is a one-time payment, including the front end. This isn't a recurring. This isn't a yearly. That's what this launch is about. It's giving you the opportunity to get in for this low one-time payment right now. Okay, cool. Tons of people jumping in here. Okay, guys. So I think it looks like everybody is cool with that. Is the export resolution projects 4K or HD? In the training, Stefan, we teach you 4K and HD, so you get to see all of that. Okay. Okay, guys, so I think that brings me to the end of this session. We are at about an hour. Tons of you guys jumping in, of course. Everybody's jumping off because you're obviously getting inside the course and jumping in on all of this stuff. I'm excited. It's here. I will have a replay out for those that asked, hopefully this evening. So again, if you want to check this back, maybe you're still on the fence. Don't be. I mean, again, guys, $47, you get access to everything I've shown you on here. It's incredible. That will be released later on, guys. So again, if you need to see that, look out for that. For everyone else, enjoy Fade to Black. Of course, if you've got any issues with payments, your account or anything like that, all you need to do is email support@viddyoze.com. We have a team on hand to help. They're there to help you in every which way possible to get you access to this course so that you can create better video content for your business. Thank you so much for coming on with me live. It's officially here. Fade to Black is out there. I'm excited for you guys to dive in there and start looking through all of this incredible content. And I'm excited to see some of the videos that you start creating based off of this as well. We love success stories, so share those with us, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy Fade to Black. Any questions, let us know in support. And again, we'll see you on the next webinar.